one of the NBA Finals starts tonight. The Warriors are a big favorite over the Raptors to win their third title in a row. Well, it all starts tonight, and we are joined by Rob Parker. Good to have you with us, Rob.
What's happening?
Well,
Good morning.
Let's reserve
Let's
that
wait.
for a second.
Oh, you want to hear what I have to
We'll
say
decide
first?
that in a second.
I enjoy having you, but I do want to hear who you got. Who wins the series?
I have the Raptors winning the NBA Finals in 6 games.
Wow.
And this is real simple. I know everybody's
going to win at, you know where.
Yeah, in Oracle?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right.
And you asked me that first. The reason I believe that is I saw the Clippers go to Oracle and win twice.
They did.
Okay.
This year, not years ago, this year with no stars. This team is vulnerable without KD. No KD, no title.
Oh.
All right?
Wow.
And here it is, Skip. And I know everybody's crazy. Oh, look at what they're doing. Look at Steph. They reverted back to the old days because KD's not in the way. They don't need KD. They just beat up a Portland team that was not ready for prime time.
I'll buy that.
A Warriors team at the end that couldn't even beat them. A Houston team, I'm sorry. At the end, they couldn't even beat them at home in a must-win Game 6. So I discount where they are. And before everybody gets crazy and Steph's going to be the MVP, let's just go over the history of Steph leading the Warriors when KD hasn't been there. Steph Curry is the author of a 3-1 choke.
He is.
All right? They won 73 games that year, Shannon.
Yes.
They were up 3-1. Not only did they didn't lose 3 games in a row all year, they lost 3 in a row. People talk about Draymond Green missed Game 5. They still had 2 other games. Lost those games, so they lost 2 out of 3 at home to choke down the finals, which had never happened in the history of the NBA. The one championship he did lead them to, Kyrie hurt. Kevin Love hurt. And he didn't even win the MVP of the finals that year.
Even though your radio partner, Chris Broussard, makes a strong case that the stats said he should have.
You know what? I know that's Chris's, beating the drum for that, his take on that. I'm not buying it.
Yeah, I don't either.
Okay?
Iggy turned the whole season.
Turned the whole series around, and he held LeBron at 39% shooting.
Yeah.
I know LeBron scored points, but he did have an effect.
Too.
He did, okay? So all I'm saying is when I look at all of this on the Warriors, vulnerable. And then the flip side, Kawhi is the reason why. And Skip, you could talk about things that you don't rate to make the big shots. I think everybody's underestimating the Raptors, who they are, the veterans that they have. They will beat the Warriors in 6 games. And I think finally it'll change the way people look at Steph Curry.
I'm going Warriors in 6. I'm going with their been there, done that mindset. And everybody keeps talking about, Portland wasn't ready for prime time, and Houston choked it off. They were ready for prime time against the other 2 teams they beat to get to the point that they got.
Denver with all rookie players and young players.
How did he win all them games?
They weren't all rookie players.
Young players, I mean.
What about
young
Jokic?
players.
You like Jokic?
Yeah, I do.
They took him down, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying they were young players.
Okay.
You had a young player.
We're not going to give the Warriors any, so Warriors played no role in that. But okay, that's nothing here, no there.
Just saying.
Look, the thing that separates the really, really good teams from good teams is that their ability to operate in stressful situations. Skip, I'm not so sure that the New England Patriots are more talented than any team they faced in the Super Bowl. But the last 5 minutes of the ball game, when mistakes are doubled, when every possession matters, every yard matters, they don't make mistakes. And that's what I've seen from this team. When they need to make plays down the stretch, they've made them.
Yep.
When they need to get a stop down the stretch, they've made it. And I believe they will continue that. It's not going to be easy.
You mean?
The thing that Kevin Durant gave them was invincibility.
Yep.
They were unbeatable in 7 games, I believe, as long as Kevin Durant is healthy and on that roster. Now, they come back. But I still believe what Steph Curry will show why he was a 2-time MVP. He will show that, and he will win Finals MVP, and they'll win this series 4-2.
Can I ask one more question?
Sure.
What's the Warriors' record without KD in the NBA Finals compared to with KD? What's their record?
They've lost 4 games.
That's 7-6
Yeah.
without KD and 8-1 with KD.
What's
Remember that in the finals.
What's KD's record without them?
I'm just saying.
Huh?
What?
1-4. That's what KD's record is without them.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, with Steph leading the way, 7-6.
I have breaking news. Rob Parker made good points. Seriously, good points.
So you're welcome to stay, Rob. That's good.
All except for your conclusion.
Exactly. You
don't like the conclusion?
It was the end that he gets the L, Skip.
It's always a catch.
You led us down a very logical path. I couldn't disagree with anything except your conclusion.
Yeah.
And I'm going out one more game than he is. I'm going Golden State in 7 games. I believe this is going to be a classic roller coaster series. I am more intrigued and excited about watching this one than I was about any of the LeBron Golden State battles.
Really?
Yeah. It just feels like Toronto is arriving, and this is where I go beyond your point about number 2, because he's a 2-time Defensive Player of the Year. Gasol's the Defensive Player of the Year. Ibaka has led this league in block shots. Danny Green has made all defensive teams. All of a sudden, you look at what they're doing. To my eyes, in the playoffs, they're easily the best defensive team. And it starts with your guy, but it ends with that back line of shot blockers and wall builders, because they just built a wall against Giannis. He's got no mid-range game.
Right.
And I think he got exposed as overrated because he has no way to score unless he can swoop to the hoop.
Right.
Well, they just said, no, you can't come in here.
Right.
Siakam is a candidate to be an all-defensive player, if not win Defensive Player of the Year. That's how dominating he is on the defensive side. And Kyle Lowry is a little bulldog of a defender. He's short, but he will get up in you and play his tail off.
He will.
So all of a sudden, Anunoby, we haven't even talked about him. He was the guy who guarded LeBron last year, and he was a rookie. And I know LeBron took advantage of him and hit a shot on him to win that game. But as a rookie, he at 6'8", 230, he impressed me. He hung in there with LeBron. Well, he had an appendicitis a month ago, and they say he's listed as questionable for tonight. What if he starts playing 15 minutes a game?
Right.
You don't think he's long, strong, and he gives you another defender?
Yeah.
Which is why this thing's going to get extended, and why I still believe, I think Kevin Durant's going to come back at some point. Now, I don't know what's wrong with him. If it's a torn Achilles, I'm out. If it's some kind of calf strain, I just think he's going to come back because he needs to come back. He needs it for his reputation and psyche.
But if he doesn't come back and the Warriors lose, then there's a whole different narrative going on. Am I right?
Then you're okay, but you're gambling.
No, I understand that.
Right?
I'm not a doctor. I haven't seen any of his medical records. I don't think he's coming back. That's just my gut.
Skip, you and Rob, and they do. Toronto played very good defense, and you mentioned how they built a wall to keep Ben Simmons out of the lane.
Did.
You mentioned how they built a wall to keep Giannis. But the thing is about Steph, he's going to shoot over the wall. What's going on in that area? Steph don't want
They better fall, because some nights when they don't fall, Golden State falls.
If his don't fall, Clay's will.
And they die. I know. I got it. I've watched them for years.
Yeah.
But when they go south, they go way south.
Oh, yeah.
And to Rob's point, they were a troubled basketball team at home this year. They lost 6 games by 20-plus points at home, and they lost 2 to the – that's a regular season.
And that big Clippers game, what was it, 31 points to give up in a playoff game at home. That's one of those bugaboos. Hold it in the back of your head, and at some point they might choke off one where Toronto steals a game they shouldn't have.
And usually when you have a finals newbie, it's some team that's not been there. It's like Denver-esque, where they don't have enough experience.
Right.
This team is loaded with experience. Number 2 and Danny Green have played in 2 finals and 5 conference championships.
They've played in the big games.
All of them have. Ibaka's played in 127 playoff games. The most on Golden State is Iggy with 139. So he's 12 games ahead of Ibaka, but that's it. And Ibaka's ahead of all the Stephs, Clays, Draymonds. He's played more playoff games. You don't think Gasol's played in a conference finals.
But the difference is, Skip, Clay and Draymond and Steph has had to perform in high pressurized
I do
fights.
not, but you're not up against a newbie.
No, they're not.
this team has all been there and done all that. Lowry's played a whole bunch of playoff games, not very good ones, but at least he knows what the spotlight
You know what,
feels
Skip?
like.
And he has the pressure off of him because of number 2. He's not that guy that they're going to rely on. I think
Thank
that
you
helps
for calling
him.
him number 2. You're the first non-me on the show who called him
Don't do
number
that,
2.
Rob.
I
Kawhi.
can help you out once in a while, but I'm
This
not
one-
liking it.
But you know
anymore.
what, Skip? This does have this kind of has the feel of Detroit Lakers.
2004. Shannon,
Now,
I'm
are you
glad you
gonna-
just
are
said
you-
that.
are you flipping your
No,
fingers?
Flip.
I didn't, Skip.
Yes, Skip.
I just brought a point up, Skip. All
No,
I'm
you're
saying-
right.
Do you want to flip?
No.
Go ahead, Shannon,
no,
flip.
No,
I think you
I'm
should
just
flip.
saying. It has that feel where, you know, this team,
Okay.
like, oh, man, they ain't got no chance. You got Shaq and Kobe, who had just gotten back there like they finna run through Detroit. And Detroit messed around and stole game 1.
Well, they won it in 5,
Yes.
right?
It was a 5-game sweep.
But listen, Detroit, that was a tough basketball.
Defensively as well.
Oh,
Skip.
yeah.
You know that.
Sheed and Big Ben.
Man.
Tayshaun Prince.
And they'd been to war with Indiana, and they were ready for
Was
it.
McDyess on that team also? Or he had gone to San Antonio?
I think he was gone. By
Yeah, no, he wasn't on that one.
Just remind you, Shannon, after tonight, if you're happy with what you see, you can't come in tomorrow.
I got to ride with Kawhi.
Let me tell you something.
I ride with
He
Kawhi for a minute.
changed his mind.
I ride with Kawhi for a minute.
for a minute,
Like,
maybe.
just
I mean, a
today?
literal minute.
No,
Yeah.
because you hard on him.
Shannon,
But
we're
I'm-
going to come back to that clip after it's all
Well,
over.
when you come back to that clip, will you bring my car for 25 extra wings that you owe me?
I gave him 50.
For 25. The
bet
car
wasn't
was for 50.
Right.
You gave me a car for 25.
No, it was a $50 car,
I'm
wasn't it?
hearing that.
Wait,
you
you
know,
already
we looked
used the
this
car?
up.
I
and
got
this
him
is
saved.
not. This has been paid up.
What?
So
I paid that bet.
brought everything.
What's
you
our
needed to
new
bring.
one for the finals?
Whatever you want. Listen, I bet you 50
100
rings.
50?
Yeah.
Just straight up. You got Raptors, you got Warriors.
Yeah.
Okay, I like
Fun.
that bet.
Anything else
wanna
we need
miss
to
the
settle
No.
around here?
No.
I got to stay away from number 2 because I don't want to jinx it one way or the other.
Okay, just stay away. Just stay away.
I'm just leaving this
Kawhi
one
is the
alone.
reason why, Skip. Remember.
Why? Yeah.
Okay, Rob, good stuff. Thank you for
You are
joining
bad
us.
luck, though.
Should
I'm good
Lakers
luck.
fans be worried because Anthony Davis? Well, he took a meeting with the Pelicans.
Uh-oh,
We'll
here we
discuss
go.
next.